Hi, I'm Michael, and I'm here with my app, TweetSent. Now, this is the greatest Twitter mining sentiment analysis app ever made for a 15.112 term project in 15.112's history. That's because it's the only Twitter mining sentiment analysis app made for a term project, but you know. Now, it doesn't use TensorFlow or Keras or scikit-learn or any of those pre-made, use it out of the box, convolutional neural network that sounds fancy machine learning libraries. This is a homebrew classic naive Bayes algorithm that just finds the positive or negative strength of a quote. And now note I said the positive negative strength because it doesn't just find whether a quote's positive or negative or not. It figures out whether it's a stronger or a lighter emotion, and then it visualizes it for the user. And it just mines through Twitter and finds these tweets with various functionalities. So if we take a look over here, you have the Analyze Twitter button, which is just going to show you whether Twitter likes or doesn't like something that you type in this text box over here. And another feature is that you could type in a user's Twitter handle and it'll go over the top X amount of tweets on their timeline and it'll take a look at whether those are positive or negative and it gives you an aggregate. So it's actually pretty cool. So, for example, if I type in Russell Wilson, who's the quarterback for the Seattle Seahawks, and then I analyze Twitter for what people think of it, well, you see that there's a lot of positivity for it, and there's varying shades of positivity too. So the lighter the green is, the stronger the emotion is, and if there's a lot of red, the lighter the red is, the stronger that emotion is. There's a little bit of blue here too for quotes that are just links, or quotes that don't really make any sense or might be in a different language. So that'll show up as blue as not readable. So Russell Wilson had a really good game last week against the Eagles, so there's a lot of positivity. And similarly, you could look up a user and see what they're thinking. So for example, if I look up LeBron James, then you could take a look at what he's saying on his timeline. And this just on default looks at the top 10. You're allowed to change that. So as you can see, the first two tweets that he had recently were just links that he retweets. So that's a lot of blue over there because he happens to retweet a lot of links. And he's got a lot of positivity and occasionally a few negative quotes. So you can see the power of this app because you can not only see people's moods on anything relevant, but you can see a specific person's mood on his outlook, his or her outlook, that is, across his most recent tweets. And you can see all of this with just the click of a button. And with Twitter, Twitter represents a lot of human emotions out there, and what happens is with that Twitter button, it's going to take the most retweeted tweets, the strongest emotions. For example, looking at something a bit more political, you could take a look at Donald Trump. Now, Donald Trump, a lot of people talk about him on Twitter by featuring him in their own tweets. So just looking at it, you can take a look at what people are thinking of Donald Trump right now, and as you can see, there's some positivity, there's also quite a bit of negativity. And if you look at it, it gets a bit lighter at the edges because it's a little bit polarized. If you look at Donald Trump's own Twitter account, you can see what he says about things as well and what he's feeling right now because Donald Trump tweets a lot. And as you can see, he's a little bit more negative, but that's because Trump bashes a lot of people. So it's a really powerful tool to see what people are thinking at almost any given time. And while it is powerful, it's also pretty fun to dick around with it and just look up random stuff on Twitter. And that's what I've done in this video, and that's what I've been doing a lot, just kind of randomly. So you have not only something that's really fun, but you have something that has a lot of potential to do a lot of introspection that you may not have been able to see before. And in my opinion, it's pretty lit. Thank you.